Hello, my name is Areyzaga and I am the translator of Gardens Don't Grow on Rivers by Gabriela Santana. This is a story of Paulina, which takes place in Mexico in the 20s and 30s after the revolution. And Paulina, only 14 years old, after facing numerous challenges, is forced to become the only source of income for her family. In the words of Cesar Hernandez, who wrote the prologue for this edition, she is the kind of woman who doesn't settle for going with the flow. She creates her path despite the suffering she might face. A moon woman, a matriarch, a mother of rivers, a pioneer of a line of independent women, and a sincere lover. Who wouldn't want to meet such a woman? What I'm about to read is early into the story during the funeral of Paulina's father, Francisco. The kitchen was chaos and Rosa was out of control. She had spent all morning preparing cookies and hors d'oeuvre. The best serving dishes were out, and the aroma of hibiscus tea was spreading across the house. Everyone's appetite was on edge. Paulina, put that book down already. Help me with the food. I can't tell if it's tasty, Rosa said. Mother, let me remind you, this is my father's funeral, not a party. Well, here in Oaxaca, people are expecting something to eat. Our reputation is in trouble as it is. Despite Rosa's best effort, most people who arrived to share their condolences couldn't appreciate the sophistication of enjoying something as fancy as hors d'oeuvre. For them, it was nothing more than food to put in their mouths. I can't stand this good-for-nothings. They knew your father all right, but they just want to eat, Rosa said. The house was crowded, and the chairs didn't seem to be enough. Among the guests, two women were crying their eyes out, and someone couldn't help but say that it felt like there was more than one widow at the funeral. Paulina didn't cry. She just stared at the coffin. Her solemn look was only matched by the dead body in the room. A large front door in the living room led to the inner garden. Rosa had left it open. The perfume of orange blossoms filled the place, but it mixed with the scent of other flowers that people left next to the coffin. It was hard to tell which aroma was which. Two large candles made the place seem surreal and peaceful at the same time. People of all sorts were inside. Campesinos who seemed unable to remove their sombreros for once in their lives. Women in deep mourning who adorned their dark outfits with discreet jewels or gray silk rebosos. Just to be alive and able to eat was enough to make people have the strength to talk. And now I'd like to skip a little ahead. Paulina looked at the guests. One woman in particular drew her attention. The stranger had perfect hair, a simple rebozo, and filigree earrings. She had to be less than 30 years old. She wasn't praying. Rosa, who had gotten busy once again, noticed Paulina was staring. That's Conchita Martinez, just what I needed. Another one like you. Her real name was Concha, but Rosa didn't hesitate to undermine her by calling her Conchita. Paulina had heard stories. After her father met her, he said, "There's this young lady you have to meet. She's organizing a feminist movement right here in Oaxaca." Her heart started beating fast when she saw Concha approach her. She was smiling. "Your father had told me you had green eyes. That's the color of hope. I'm Concha Martinez," Paulina said, blushing. They both smiled at the same time. It was almost as if they were connected to each other, but they were cut short by a family who had just arrived to give their condolences. "Your mother's quite selfless," Concha whispered. "Yes, she struggles a lot to keep everyone happy," Paulina said. "Oh, I just had my period," she added with ease as if she were talking to her best friend. "Really? Welcome to the club." "I must say it's not great. It's unfair how we've been assigned to this reproductive task." She got riled up. Actually, I'm happy. I have this friend that says our periods make us cyclical like the moon. Her modesty couldn't allow her to say nanny instead of friend. Well, then make sure you use that power, Concha said calmly. Look around you. Be a woman. Think like a man. We need to be treated as equals. Your father agreed with me. That's why I'm here. I need you to do me a favor, honey. Remove selflessness from your vocabulary. Gardens Don't Grow on Rivers is available everywhere digitally right now, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.